For decades, it was just science fiction. A rotating wheel in the dark void, a luxury suite with a view of the entire planet Earth. We saw it in movies, we read about it in books. But wake up, it's 2026. The era of just visiting space is over. Now, we are moving in. The race to build the first fully operational luxury hotel in orbit is hotter than ever. Forget the cramped, sweaty quarters of the old International Space Station. We are talking about private villas, gourmet dining, and artificial gravity. Today, we're taking an exclusive look inside the blueprints of the first real space hotels. How do they work? How much does a weekend stay cost? And most importantly, how do you go to the bathroom in luxury zero-G? Let's find out. Buckle up. For a long time, space was only for governments. NASA, Roscosmos, they held the keys. But the commercial space boom changed everything. Thanks to reusable rockets from companies like SpaceX, the cost of hauling heavy materials to orbit dropped dramatically. This opened the door for private developers. The biggest hurdle for the space tourism wasn't getting there. It was having somewhere comfortable to stay once you arrived. You can't put a billionaire CEO in a sleeping bag tied to a wall like an astronaut. Enter companies like Orbital Assembly and Vast. They aren't building a science labs, they are building the Ritz-Carlton of low Earth orbit. Their goal isn't experiments, it's experience. Now, the biggest problem with the staying in space long-term isn't radiation, it's gravity, or the lack of it. Zero-G is fun for about 20 minutes. After that, your face puffs up, your bones start to weaken, and frankly, using the toilet becomes a logistical nightmare. A luxury hotel cannot have its guests throwing up for 3 days straight. The solution is something straight out of 1960s theory. Spin it. The leading concepts for space hotels, like the Voyager Station concept, are designed as massive rotating wheels. By spinning the station, centrifugal force pushes everything toward the outer rim. This creates artificial gravity. It won't be full Earth gravity, maybe about 1/6, similar to the moon, just enough to keep your feet on the floor, your drink in its glass, and your stomach settled. So, what does a $5 million weekend get you? First, the room. Imagine a 500 square foot luxury suite. No sleeping bags here. You get a real bed thanks to that artificial gravity. But the real selling point is the window. You aren't looking at a parking lot, you're watching 16 sunrises and sunsets every single day as you orbit the planet at 17,000 miles per hour. Then there's the food. Forget freeze-dried ice cream packets. These hotels plan to employ top-tier chefs, preparing gourmet meals using ingredients shipped up regularly. Because of the partial gravity, you can actually sit at a table and eat off a plate with a fork. And activities? How about a low-gravity basketball court where you can dunk like an NBA legend? Or a spacewalk experience where you step outside the hotel tethered to the structure. It is the ultimate adrenaline rush. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or the elephant in orbit, the price. Right now in 2026, if you want to book one of the first stays, you need a screw you money. We are talking anywhere from $5 million to $20 million for a week, depending on the provider and how you get there. It's exclusively for the ultra-wealthy. But here's the exciting part. Every new technology starts this way. Remember the first mobile phones? They were bricks that cost thousands. Air travel was once only for the rich elite. As launch costs continue to plummet, and more hotels become operational, analysts predict that by the 2030s, a trip to orbit could cost the same as a high-end luxury cruise on Earth, maybe around $50,000. Still expensive, but attainable for many more people. We are witnessing the beginning of a new human era, a future where looking up at the stars isn't just for dreaming, but for planning your next vacation. Would you sell your house to spend a week in orbit? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on the future of humanity in space, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We cover the tech that's taking us off-world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Or maybe I'll see you up there.